The power of patience, the key to greatness. As Thomas Edison once said, genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. I want to talk about a virtue that is often overlooked but is one of the greatest forces behind success: patience. We live in a world that celebrates speed. We crave instant results, immediate gratification, and quick success. But history has shown us that the greatest achievements did not come from haste. They came from patience, perseverance, and an unwavering belief in the process. Thomas Edison, a true testament to patience. The light bulb, a journey of 10,000 failures. Time taken, nearly 2 years of testing, 1878 to 1879. Edison failed over 10,000 times before successfully inventing the light bulb. Patience. Instead of quitting after thousands of failed attempts, Edison kept experimenting. He saw each failure as progress, not defeat. Most of us would have given up after 10, maybe 50 failures, but Edison understood something profound. True success is cultivated over time, much like a farmer tending to his crops or a winemaker waiting for his finest vintage. The phonograph, over a decade of refinement. Time taken, first invented in 1877, but took over a decade to refine and commercialize. The first versions were crude, had poor sound quality, and wore out quickly. Patience. Edison worked tirelessly to improve materials and recording methods, eventually leading to the dictation machine and laying the foundation of the music industry. Electricity and the power grid, a decade-long battle. Time taken, over 10 years to develop a practical electric power system. Edison had to build not just the light bulb, but an entire electrical infrastructure, generators, wiring, power stations. Obstacles. Faced constant opposition from investors and rivals, Tesla and Westinghouse's AC power. Patience. Edison didn't just focus on one part of the problem. He worked to build an entire electrical industry from scratch, even though it took years to catch on. Lessons from nature, the farmer and the winemaker. Think of a farmer planting seeds in the soil. He doesn't dig them up the next day expecting a harvest. Instead, he waits, waters, nurtures, and protects the crops. He endures storms, droughts, and challenges, knowing that with patience and effort, the fruits of his labor will eventually come. Or consider the art of making fine wine. The best wines in the world are not rushed. They are aged, refined, and perfected over time. The longer they wait, the richer, smoother, and more valuable the wine becomes. Likewise, the greatest successes in life are not the result of rushing, but of persistence and patience. The storage battery, 10+ years of experimentation. Time taken, from 1899 to 1910, over a decade of testing. Edison aimed to create a lightweight, rechargeable battery to power electric cars. Experimentation. He tested over 10,000 different chemical combinations before finding a working solution: nickel-iron batteries. Patience. Despite a decade of failures, he persisted, famously saying, "The greatest invention in the world is the mind of a child." His battery design later influenced modern rechargeable batteries used in cars, laptops, and phones. For these relentless attempts, I call him Mr. 10,000. The mindset of patience. Edison himself understood this principle. When asked about his countless failures, he didn't see them as defeats. Instead, he said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." That is the mindset of a person who understands the power of patience. Reflection. Are you willing to wait? So I ask you today, are you willing to endure the wait? Are you willing to trust the process, even when results seem far away? Because, just like the farmer and the winemaker, your efforts will bear fruit if you remain patient and persistent. Edison's patience wasn't passive waiting, it was active persistence. He kept testing, refining, and adapting until his vision became reality. Great things take time. Success is not about how fast you reach the finish line. It's about the strength you build on the journey. So be patient, keep going, and remember, every great invention, every great masterpiece, and every great life is built one patient step at a time.